Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Zenaton, and welcome to today's video for Legends of Runeterra. Today, what are we doing today? Today we're going to be looking at a deck that I did a video on this type of deck about a week or so ago. And after playing some Udyr, I wanted to go back and take another look at this deck, but adding Udyr this time. We're going to be looking at my old Galio Braum list, but now we're going to be doing a 2-2-2 split. 2 Braum, 2 Galio, 2 Udyr, because I think, as crazy as it sounds, adding Udyr actually solves a lot of the problems I had with the deck. I don't think the deck's going to be good still, but I do like the idea of adding 2 Udyrs. It gives you a little bit of protection against drawing multiple Galios in the early game to mid game, which is kind of a problem I had. And giving more stances for more regen for your formidable units is very, very strong, so you don't have to rely on only Vulpine Wanderer. Anyway, though, let's go and look at the deck. Okay, so welcome to the deck. Welcome back to basically what was Braum Galio, but now Braum Galio Udyr. 2-2-2 split. We've made some changes since I last showed off this deck. Quite a few changes, in fact. The core of the deck still pretty much the same, I would say. We've got our Petricite units early on, Petricite Hounds, Broadwings, etc., etc. We've got our great combat tricks here, like Troll Chance and Shield of Durand. Still no Sharp Sight. I'm not a fan of Sharp Sight in this deck. I just feel like I'd rather run Troll Chant and Shield. And I feel like if I tried to fit in Sharp Sight while playing Troll Chant and Shield of Durand, that's just too many combat tricks. Not enough actual units. Also, we've taken out the one of Galio that was in this deck for Wrath of the Freljord. This is mostly just an experiment, but I feel like Wrath of the Freljord might be a little bit better in a wider scenario than Galio, Galio, Gorlith. I called Gorlith Galio, but yeah, Gorlith is who I was mentioning here, the one of Gorlith. Sure, there are situations where Gorlith heals you, but that's very, very, very rare. I believe even in my video on this deck, I had a game where I actually was able to use Gorlith to heal against a burn deck, maybe Spider aggro. And I've also taken out the Mountain Drakes for Screeching Dragons. If I can get the Screeching Dragons regen, that should also just be great. And with both Troll Chant and Shield Durand and even Bloodsworn Pledge, I think Screeching Dragon is just a little stronger than Mountain Drake. Sure, Mountain Drake hits harder and has higher health for Galio level up, but I still think the control that Screeching Dragon will give this deck is just much better. But yeah, like I was saying, pretty much the same deck though. Let's go through the deck really quick and I'll explain why certain cards are now in the deck and why we've changed up some of the numbers. So first off, Petricite Hound, we want a 1-drop, and Hound is pretty good. It scales decently well into the late game. I'm still not sure if I'd rather just play Fleet Feather Tracker. I do want a 1-drop, definitely, but I think Petricite Hound is a little bit better than Fleet Feather Tracker because we're playing both Broadwing and Screeching Dragon now, so I don't really need the early challenger. And we don't have Bright Steel Protector for that strong turn 1 Fleet Feather, turn 2 Bright Steel Protector. 3 Durand Sculptors. This is a card I've actually been considering cutting a 1 of and going only down to 2 Sculptors. Still not sure on that, so I'm still on 3, but mostly because I don't really have an idea of what I would put over the 3rd Sculptor, but I can see myself cutting the 3rd Sculptor. 3 Broadwings. This card is one of the strongest cards in the entire expansion, so we're going to play all 3 of it. Just extremely busted as a card. 3 single combats. We are a Demacia deck. Why would we not play one of our best cards? Still no Winds of War. I don't really like Winds of War. If I was still on Mountain Drake, I'd consider Winds of War, but I don't like the card at all. I think it's just bad when I'd rather just play single combats or concerted strikes, in all honesty. 3 Troll Chants. We're playing this over Sharp Sight. I think this is a little bit better in the meta. If I had to choose between Sharp Sight and Troll Chant, I would choose Troll Chant because it can shrink enemy units, specifically Gnar. It's basically 4 health for 2 mana. You shrink Gnar, then you grow your own unit. That's about 4. That is 4 health compared to Sharp Sight, which is 2 health. The weakness is the trade-off is that you're a little worse against elusives, but it's a trade-off, and I think teching for Gnar with Troll Chant over Sharp Sight is better than going for the anti-elusive game plan that Sharp Sight gives you. Full-Pine Wanderer, we still play 3 of them. As I like to call it, is basically the Conchologist, Pharaoh's Financier of Freljord. That 2-mana 2/2 that gives you some versatility. It's no Conchologist or Financier, in fact, in terms of power level, but it's still pretty strong. And I feel like it gets even better now because we're playing Udyr. So if we just have no time to actually play the stance swap, Udyr will make it 0 mana. 2 Durand Architects. I believe I used to play 3 of these in my old list. I've gone down to 2 now. I feel like the card is strong, but I only want to draw 1 of them. And if I draw none of them, that's fine too. And especially because we're not playing 3 Brahms anymore, we don't really need to get the Durand Architect Brahm combo up. It's a cute combo, I feel, and don't get me wrong, it's powerful too, but it's just a little too, how to put it? It's a little too tough to assemble, if that makes sense. But it's still a solid card. I could actually see myself completely cutting the Architect. If I were to cut the Architect, I would probably put the other Durand 3-drop. The Durand Protege is the other card I would consider. It's also pretty strong too. Durand Protege on Braum, Durand Protege on Udyr, Durand Protege on Broadwing is all pretty solid. But I'm still just trying out Architect. I didn't want to go completely crazy and just change out that many cards. So we're still on Architect for now, but you can try out Protege if you don't like Architect. Still playing 3 Tavern Keepers. I think 2 is necessary for a deck like this. Gnar Ziggs is a really scary deck, and not just Gnar Ziggs, the occasional Spider Burn or just Spider Aggro deck and aggro decks in general. And it's not just meant for anti-aggro. You can also use this to heal your own units too. Heal a Screeching Dragon, heal an Udyr, heal a Galio. It's just pretty good, so that's why I play all 3 instead of just 2. 3 Shields. Shield is a crazy good combat trick, and it combos well with so many of the cards, of the formidable cards like Petricite Broadwing, so we play all 3 of them. 2 Braum. Sure, not getting Take Heart? Is that your champ spell? Yeah, not getting Take Heart as often is a little annoying because Take Heart's a really good spell, but I wanted to do a 2-2-2 split. I could actually see myself maybe doing a 3-2-1 split, 3 Braum, 2 Galio, 1 Udyr. I think 2 Galio is the correct amount of Galios for a lot of these Galio decks if you have a strong secondary champ. And, well, anything with Freljord always has this guy as an option of a strong champ. But yeah, just 2 Brahms for now. Who knows, though? Udyr might just not be good, and I might do like 3 Braum, 2 Galio, 1 Gnar. Might be a split I'll try in the future, but for now, we're just on the 2-2-2 split. 2 Concerted Strikes. I don't really like 3 Concerted Strikes. I feel like it's just a little too clunky. And it's just... yeah, just clunky and slow, but it's still really good. It's still a very powerful spell, lets you kill big stuff, so I play 2 of them, of course. 2 Screeching Dragons. We used to play 3 Mountain Drakes. I went down to 2 of the 5-drop units because we're now playing Udyr. We have other 5-drops as well besides the dragons, and we switched the Mountain Drakes to Screeching Dragons, which I think are better because we're also playing well, more stances so I can get regen. Also, I didn't mention it, but Bloodsworn Pledge, we're still playing as a 1 of, mostly just here as the 4th Shield of Durand. And then 2 Udyrs, just more stances, giving our units regen. One weakness I feel that Galio has that people are starting to realize is that if he doesn't level up right away, he kind of sucks and he'll just get chipped down, like, and just be a very small boy who you spend a lot of mana on. So getting more stances to give Galio regen to regen him back to an 08 is pretty strong. And I think Udyr is the way to go with that. I think if you want to play stances and you really want to go on stances in terms of the strategy, you know, getting Boar Stance? I think it's Boar Stance, that's the regen. Yeah, Boar Stance. I think you need 5 to 6 stance givers. So you need more than just Vulpine Wanderer. And this is definitely not a Shaman's Call. Yeah, Shaman's Call deck. Next up, we got some more stance creators here. 2 Hyara All-Seers. We can't really play 3 Udyrs because we're already at 6 champs. So one of these Hyara All-Seers is basically the 3rd Udyr. And the second Hyara All-Seer is here over the Shaman's Call, which I think in this deck, where we're fighting for the board and we're more mid-rangey, I think the 5/5 body is more important than 2 free stances. Sure, we get 1 less stance, but I think like I said, I think a 5/5 body is a good enough trade for the second free stance. And I feel like I might be going crazy here, but I think Hyara All-Seer is just better than Stance Swap for any deck that wants to play Shaman's Call. I'm mixing up my words all over the place here. Let me start that again. I think Hyara All-Seer is better for any deck that would play Shaman's Call, unless that deck has some kind of big spell synergy. So Jace, Lux, Karma, etc., etc. And then 2 Gallios. We already kind of mentioned this split as well. I don't like 3 Gallios. I've played a lot of different Gallio decks. 3 Gallios feels a little awkward. Sure, it is really, really nice to actually play 3 Gallios, so you can have a high chance of drawing Gallio on 7. Gallio on 7 is very strong, and his champ spell is really good, Shield Durand, but he can be a little clunky. And if you are not that ahead on board, or even just equal on board, he does kind of suck, and he doesn't really help catch you up. So we're only playing 2 of them. And then a 1 of Wrath of the Freljord, just our top end here. This was a Gorlith. We're now trying out Wrath of the Freljord. I think Wrath is just a little better than Gorlith, so we're going to be trying that. So that's basically the deck. Still pretty much just a mid-range deck. But now we've got a little bit extra value in the form of Udyr. Udyr is probably not going to level in this deck. We're not really pinging any kind of nexuses. We're not really doing anything like that. Udyr is pretty much just here to give us a stance and maybe a second stance, and that's it. If he levels up, if he levels up, I actually would be surprised, because we should have won the game before he levels up, in my opinion. Anyway, though, let's go and take this for a spin on the ladder. I'm having a lot of fun playing Udyr, so let's go and check out some games real quick. Have I met a time traveler? All right. Lucian Hecarim. Grand Plaza is the only thing I can think of. There are ways they can level up Lucian quickly in Shadow Isles, so I can see... I mean, this used to actually be a deck, like Lucian, Hecarim, Grand Plaza. They used the follower version of Senna, so I won't be surprised if I lose here. Also, Harrowing Hecarim. I can't really stop a Harrowing Hecarim. Yeah, this might be a problem. I don't know. Okay, I guess they just want a 1-drop. Okay. I have no idea what I'm playing against here, by the way. This is gonna be a weird deck. We're just gonna play Vulpine Wanderer here. Not much to do here. Lucian? Alright. So yeah, this is definitely what? A Plaza deck. I'd be very surprised if they're not playing Plaza. So we might just be playing a Shield of Durand or a Stance this turn, depending on what they do here. I wonder if they'll play... I don't even remember. The 2-mana summon 3/1/1 Ephemerals. Card used to seem much more play than now, but I could see that getting played here. But yeah, as long as I play fairly defensively, I don't think I can get out late gamed unless they do like a big Harrowing Hecarim or maybe a Ruination into a Harrowing turn. I'm just going to pass here. Not much I need to do. Okay, Udyr. Interesting. I'm just going to offer this. See what they do with this. And I might just play Stance Swap here. Like, Stance Swap, give my Hound... This is a fine trade. Like, Stance Swap, give the Hound regen. Play the Vulpine Wanderer. Okay, so it is what I thought it is. So yeah, we're definitely going to do this. And then I can play Udyr, get a free stance swap. But if I play Vulpine Wanderer into Udyr next turn, I can't play Shield. I still think I want to play Vulpine Wanderer, though. I still think it is a good play for this turn. Might be wrong on that, though. They could rally. I doubt they would, but yeah. Okay, let's see what you got. Tavern Keeper is a thing. So, what have you got here? I want to hold up Concerted Strike, I think. I don't know. This is going to be an interesting turn. Like, this is the big power turn for them. Okay, Onslaught of Shadows. Sure thing. That's only 2 units for Lucian. That's not the best. I'm just going to pass for now. See where we go from here. Might just be a Bloodsworn Pledge turn. So, Lucian's going to level up, but they won't get the, I don't know, this is going to be interesting. Caretaker. Interesting. I am going to have to kill Lucian now, I think. With this. I think I have to do this now so they don't level up Lucian. They could glimpse a unit to level up Lucian, but that's pretty much their entire turn. I'll take a lot of damage here, but I've got ways to... Okay, they don't even want to level up the Lucian. They just want to draw cards. I'm very fine with this. But yeah, so now we can play Udyr next turn or Hyara Allseer. The Hound will go back to a 0-4 after combat here. I'm taking only, what? 5 damage here? That's nothing. So yeah, Hound is doing its job. Wouldn't be able to do this if this was a Fleet Feather Tracker. Go back to an 0-4, please. Thank you. So, do I want to play Udyr? Well, I don't really have anything else I want to play, so yeah, sure. Gather, spirits, gather. I might actually Ram Stance here. No, we're gonna regen stance here. Just gonna have a big wall of regenerating units. That's our game plan. Was a little worried about... What's it called? I was a little worried about Black Spear there. But yeah, we're gonna just attack in with Udyr. I doubt they'll block. Maybe like a block into a glimpse. Nope, okay, cool, no block. Seems good. And we've got Galio next turn. If I even want to play Galio. I might just play Tavern Keeper or an Allseer. Yeah, good job, Udyr. You've done your job. This is all I expect for Udyr, by the way. When I put Udyr in a deck nowadays, this is all I expect him to do. Create 1 stance. He's already created 2 stances. That's more than I expect. So yeah, depending on what they do here, like if they summon Hecarim, I summon Galio. Shark Chariot is annoying, but no problem. We're just going to pass. See what they do from here. I've always got Bloodsworn Pledge and Shield of Durand. If they attacked with just this, I'd be very surprised, by the way. I just want them to play 1 more... Okay, this might be a problem. Why don't I just stance swap and wipe this board with a Ram stance? Let's do it like this. So that's interesting. So they just... Okay, did they forget about Ram stance? Interesting. Okay, that's fine. You got it. Anything else? Okay. Mark of the Isles? Like, okay, you push in 6 damage. Whatever. And I'll just play Sculptor into Tavern Keeper healing my face here. I think that's the play. Good job, Udyr, though. And then we'll just play Galio and hopefully win the game. All right, that's actually not weird. There's actually used to see play in this old Plaza deck, Shadow Isles Plaza, whatever you want to call it. Oh, you're cute. You're a real cute opponent. That's annoying too, but whatever. We'll just play Galio. Ooh. Yeah, I'll take it. I don't have any good blockers there. I forgot about that Shark Chariot, but... So we got 9 damage here. We're just going to play Galio. Don't even think too hard about it.
Will you chisel me a friend? Someone who won't break.
Give me a day and you'll have
How you looking, Galio? 30 out of 25? Seems good. Can't Ruination me. You can Vengeance me. Haunted Relic. Well, that's annoying, but I'll still send in Udyr in. He'll discount my stand swap. I could have used a stand swap before and then attack in with Udyr, but I think this is just a little bit better. We can give Galio regen. And then I can Hyara Allseer. Yeah, okay, I'm liking what I got here. Even if they have a rally here, I'm in a great spot. That's fine. Getting a little annoying here because Galio's not going to level anymore now, but it's still fine. Could play Shield of Durand. Well, hold on. So, regen is round end, if I remember correctly. Yeah, at the end of each round, and it's round end allies. So, I actually wonder if I'll... Yeah, I'm curious. I want to see if Udyr will heal before Galio checks for a level up. Oh, sadly, no. Okay, the Architect. Not a bad draw. That's fine. That card does nothing. I'll play this.
Hello, my large rock bird friend.
Oh yeah, I have an a sculptor. I completely forgot. Shark Chariot's nothing. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass for now. I don't want to have to stand swap here. Okay, and now we'll just ram stance again. And GG.
The gods have spoken.
Okay, well. Zoe, Yuumi, Freljord. I haven't seen Zoe, Yuumi, Freljord before, but I'm going to assume this is similar to something... Oh god, 2 Galios, the problem I was trying to avoid with this deck. But yeah, I'm going to assume this is something like I've done before, which is basically Mono Targon, like Zoe Mono Targon with a splash of a secondary region's spells. I chose when I did this idea... Well, on Curve Eye Shards will be decent here. But I chose Noxus because Calling Strike, Scorched Earth was really good. But we're probably going to lose this matchup here. Both in that... Well, not even both, but we just have a terrible hand. This hand's awful. Like, sure, in theory, we can stance swap and try to ram stance here. But if they're playing Freljord, that probably means they're trying to actually level up their Zoe. They're playing things like... Troll Chance? Okay, maybe it's not Mono Targon. This might be interesting then if it's not Mono Targon. Kind of surprised they played this now. I kind of expected them to maybe play it before combat. That's a really good draw. Ooh, we might be able to go for a ram stance here. If they play a charger, I am ramming them. I'll take this. Wow, no attack. Oh, because I'm Demacia, of course. Why would they attack? I'm just gonna play Braum. Little afraid of... I wasn't gonna say that, but that's also scary. But I'm mostly afraid of Sunburst. That's what I was afraid of that turn. I'm just gonna attack him like this. That's fine. Everything's good here. Even if that is Comet, they're going to have to use their entire turn just playing Comet. Seems good for me. Pretty much their entire turn. Only have 2 mana left over. And then I can summon Udyr. Interesting. If they pass... Moon Silver from the Zoe Star Chart. Okay. I'm going to summon Udyr. My opponent's playing around Sharp Sight, it seems, so I'm going to keep bluffing Sharp Sight as hard as I can. They might waste their Solari Priestess card here. I assume they chose Meteor Shower. Okay. That's not something I was expecting. Yeah, that is not something I was expecting. Don't Pale Cascade me, please. They Pale Cascaded me. Oh, boy. Alright, so... Howling Abyss. Please keep playing around Sharp Sight. Thank you so much for playing around Sharp Sight. But yeah, I know I just lose here. So it's I can't even say. I don't even know what I'm playing against. Zoe, Yuumi with Howling Abyss? Why? That's so much late game. You don't need the late game of Howling Abyss and Targon. You've got Star Shaping, opponent. What are you doing? Alright, so good news, I guess, is if they Comet here, that's their entire turn. They're going to... No way you're going to Gravitum me, are you? Wow, I'm going to lose this, aren't I?
Written in stone.
Marks the path.
Do it like this.
Back, heretic.
Really? Blocking Udyr? Okay. Sure, and I should get another stance swap here.
Have faith.
And we'll just try it again. What do you have, another Pale? No? Okay, good. Alright, that's the good news. We've killed... Udyr leveled? I was not expecting this. Okay, I mean, sure. Cool. Like I was saying with Udyr, though, it doesn't really matter if he levels. He's not really here to level. Ugh, that's fine. I'm gonna... If I play the Hound, that's another unit for Galio. Oh, okay. Well, GG.
The day is ours. Now we eat.
Oh, boy. This deck. Starting to become a classic deck. We're playing against Sivir Akshan. I'm just going to keep Troll Chant and Vulpine Wanderer. Troll Chant's so good against this deck. I wish I didn't keep this Troll Chant now. But yeah, we're pretty... I don't think we're favored here because this deck of theirs is just so much better. But still, pretty good hand here, especially with this Petricite Hound. I'm just going to attack in with the Hound right away. I don't want to play Sculptor and then have them play Action, and then I attack with the Hound and they play Shapestone. That would just be too much of a beating. But so far, good start. Broadwing, good draw.
We love it when they run.
That is fine. Kind of sucks I can't block that because fearsomes, but we're fine here. Depending on how they pull this in. If they pass, good for me. If they don't pass, also good for me. There's no way this is all you're doing, right, opponent? You're not... Are you really not going to attack in with Action? Well, the fact that they're hesitating here with this play means they don't have Shapestone. Unless they're trying to mind game me and they do have Shapestone and they're trying to make me... There's no way they can. Yeah, I was going to say, like... Alright, we're just going to do this. We'll save our Sculptor for a bit. There's no way, though. You would have attacked in with Akshan if you had Shapestone. Cool. And now we just summon Broadwing and Snowball from there? Hopefully? I hope.
Little hell, I made you fly.
I don't know, a turn for Sivir into a... They can still come back. Like, their deck is also really strong with combat tricks. Like, a Bruiser, like a turn 5 Bruiser. Their curve is a little thrown off because of that turn 3 Merciless Hunter. They're having a hard time having 2 mana banked, like 2 spell mana, and playing on curve. Like, if they want to play Sivir into Bruiser, they won't have 2 spell mana to bluff things like Sharp Sights and Single Combats, which is, you know, something they want to do. There's no way they pass here, right?
We're not taking it. We're taking it back.
All right, we're just going to do this. I'd be surprised if they tried anything here. I have 3 mana. Sharp Sight wouldn't do. Absolver? Yeah. Yeah, this is very worth. Troll Chant, so good. I don't know, maybe that's not worth it. Maybe I should have just taken the trade, but that does make me feel like they have a second action. But that means they won't play Bruiser then, which is good. Ugh, Udyr. Udyr's kind of meh right now because I haven't played the Vulpine Wanderer yet. Alright, we're going to play Udyr now. So he gets a buff. That's literally the only reason I'm playing Udyr here.
Swipe it all.
Okay. Sure. I'm fine with this. I'll take the 5. I'm not a coward. That might have been a misplay. It might have been correct to play Vulpine Wanderer into Udyr, but then I wouldn't get the +1 health on Udyr. Maybe this was a little greedy or just dumb, but I don't know. But yeah, we're running into our problem here that this deck always runs into. It's just too slow. Udyr, you're great. I love ya, but man, are you slow. And the spell shield. Yikes. That is a big yikes. Also, sadly, if I play Vulpine Wanderer, this stance swap will not be 0 mana. I'll just get another stance swap. Architect. Interesting. I think I'm gonna just play Boar Stance on Udyr. I doubt they would single here. I'd be very surprised if they actually concerted too. If they concerted, that means I get a free turn. But I could see it happening. But yeah, I doubt single is happening because they're probably thinking I'm playing Sharp Sight too because, you know, I'm a Demacia deck. What kind of Demacia deck doesn't play Sharp Sight? I do, of course. And even if it's not Sharp Sight, I also have the potential freezes like 3 Sisters, Shield of Durand, a 3rd Troll Chant, etc., etc. Okay, that's good. That worked. If they pass here, I'm just passing too. I think I can out-late game them. I think is the key word. It depends on what they do this turn. Because I'd really, really like to play Durand Architect to buff my Broadwing.
Arda's gonna make a meal of them.
Yeah, let's do that. I want to kill this. This is why I'm doing this. I want to at least attempt it. It might be a misplay, though. Okay, never mind. It's not a misplay. I was going to say, if they pass here, I might not actually attack in because of what's it called. I hate that I'm having to trade for the Merciless Hunter here, but we can just attack in with everything now because of that. There are 3-1 trades for my O2. I get a board clear unless they have... No, Shapestone... Yeah, Shapestone would still make this a trade. But yeah, now I think I'm ahead. I've got the strong 5-drop. Fleet Feather's annoying, but fine. Please don't get quick attack or something. Good news is if they pass priority, I can just... Okay, 2-3. If they pass priority, which they probably will do because this doesn't have challenger, I just stand swap here. Probably. Okay, that changes things. Hello, Akshan.
Talk is worthless. We are what we do.
How much mana do you have here? 5 mana?
Want to die? Don't do terrible things.
So you've got... we're playing Galio.
I'm awake. Must be some magic about.
Can you beat me? You're going to have a hard time breaking this Udyr. Like, if they even attack, I get a free stance swap this turn. So yeah, this is going to be tough for them. Sure, Udyr being vulnerable is annoying, but, you know, he's a 4/10 with regen. I think I might have just won. There's not really anything too strong they can do right now. They play Sivir. So what if they play Sivir? They concerted strike? Cool. What are you concerted striking? Single? Again, what are you going to single? I guess Merciless Hunter? No, it's like there's not even anything good to Merciless Hunter. You can Merciless Hunter the Broadwing, but then you're just trading your Merciless Hunter for a Broadwing. So, GG?
You're covered.
Ooh, that one's scary, but not really. I mean, that's annoying, but it's not scary. Okay. I'm just gonna take it. That's nothing. I'm not scared of that. Yeah, I'm not scared of that at all. Am I? Wait, I can't even block it. It's fearsome. What am I thinking? And I'm just gonna give regen to this bird. If they want to stop it, they have to single combat Hunter into the bird. Are they really gonna do that? No way. Okay, I'm fine with that. That's great. Sure. But yeah, Galio, he's struggling here a bit. He's just a big boy right now. Udyr's trying his best, but we're gonna struggle a little bit here. Well, hello. That might change things. 2, 4, 7, 10. Okay, that's how much that play would cost. So 2 for the Broadwing, 2 for you, 3 for your stance, and then 10 for the stance from Udyr. Interesting. So I'll start with the Wanderer. Let's see where we go from here.
Yes, old man. We heard your call.
I might just attack in with Udyr, and that's it. Like, that'll be my whole turn. And I don't think I want to go below 2 mana. I think I want to hold up 2 mana this turn in case they try to play like a Sivir plus... Well, no, I was going to say Sivir plus Concerted Strike, but that's not enough damage.
Mine is kill and get paid. Heroes go hungry.
Frozen teeth!
So I can... So we're going to do this.
I'll stop you.
That's good. And now I can Ram Stance to pop the spell shield and single to kill her, but I'd have to use Galio to single here. And the problem with that is Sharp Sight. I'm just going to play Broadwing.
Are better than one.
I think Broadwing into Boar Stance and maybe even a Tavern Keeper is the play this turn. That's also exactly enough to level Galio. I could get more if I healed Udyr instead of healing my face, which might actually be the play. So we're going to start with this. So what you got, opponent? Please tell me I'm getting a third win. Come on, 3 for 3. Udyr deserves this. He's been bullied so much by the community with how bad he is. And he is bad. I'm sorry. All right. And then if I summon the Tavern Keeper... Ugh. Is that a rally? Perhaps? Ooh. Hate that. Really hate that. So I just lost 5 for my... So if I heal Udyr, this is enough for a level up. Wait, did I do my math wrong? I did my math wrong! Oh no, I did my math wrong! Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh no, I'm an idiot. I'm the biggest dummy in the world. I might have just thrown. Oh no, I threw, didn't I? Oh, this actually might just be game over now because of that.
Must be nice living off stolen coin.
All right. Thankfully, that doesn't do anything right now. They can attack him with Sivir, but I don't know. That might have actually been a throw with that Tavern Keeper play. I think I just did my math wrong. Okay, good. Free turn for me. A Hound. And this is the problem with these cards. They're just really bad in the late game.
The fear is mine.
I'm just going to attack him with everything here like this. Yeah, just everything like this. See where we go from here. Like the 3/3 blocks Galio, which is annoying. And then they just take the 4. Yep. I mean, I can give Galio regen. Like, that's good.
All right, let's get to work.
That's the spirit magic hammer, lady.
And then I can summon the Hound.
We're not taking
Okay, good. That's also useless. And then I summon the Hound.
Haven't we, boy?
That is exactly enough for a Galio level up. And of course I'm going to give Galio regen. How you looking for a level up, Udyr? 3 out of 7? Yeah, you're not leveling up. This is more about what I was expecting with Udyr in this deck is he's just sitting around getting regen and then just creating more and more stances to buff your other units and win this kind of mid-range slugfest. Alright, so Galio levels, which is good. That's really good. We get a rally here. Does it matter? Not really. Well, we'll potentially get a rally. Alright, so Galio level.
I may be made of stone, but I'm all heart.
And he has Spell Shield. That is nice. Now, here's the problem. What a great draw. But yeah, they're going to have 5 cards and a 1-mana discount on all their cards this turn. I feel like I'm getting Absolvered. I don't know. I'll play around Absolver. Like, that's what I'm playing around here. This turn. Absolver into a rally? Yeah, I think that's going to be their strongest turn. Whoa. No, that's correct. I've never actually looked at that art. I thought that was the buffing units. I thought that was the buff champions. Merciless is fine. We've got single in case I actually want to do anything.
danger pays.
Am I getting double sharp-sighted? No way.
In and out.
So, I should be aware that if they have Absolver, everything will have Overwhelm. Just remember that, me. Yep. That's fine. We're going to use Galio to block Sivir. All right, they're thinking again. That's
I'm
good.
made of petricite, not patience.
I've got your back.
All right, steel. So everything now has barrier. That's even worse. All right, we're probably dead.
It's a living.
Yeah, Sivir giving barrier to everything just ends me. GG, sadly. It's like, sure, I can rally here, but what's the rally gonna do? I'm just not gonna play around. I'm not gonna play around Absolver here. Actually, they have barrier.
To battle.
Doesn't really matter. And I guess I'll block that. And this. Going to 8.
When do we get to the punching?
I mean, this sucks. This really sucks.
Stay still.
I could give Galio plus 3 health with Shielderon to make sure that Sivir died. That might have actually been the correct play. Actually, no, would that even work? I don't even know if that would work.
Frozen teeth!
Am I even attacking here? I think I'll attack like this. Go on, take it. It's just 9 damage. That's fine. If they want to trade Sivir for Galio, am I fine with that? I don't think so. I think I would shield there. But yeah, it feels like they have a rally in hand. I just need to play around rally. That's it.
No closer.
That's fine. I'm fine with that one. Sharp sights. Fine. We've got shield. Just gotta keep Galio alive. I probably should have played that stance swap pre-combat, but I was worried about rally. That's why I didn't want to play it pre-combat. That takes out Udyr. So I can trade off Galio to save Udyr. Is that even worth it? I don't think so. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna lose this game. I got nothing here. If I had another combat trick, this would be great, but I've got single combat. It's not the right combat trick. But yeah, I could do that and keep Udyr alive, but what's that do? Nothing. But I'm still gonna do it. I don't know. I think keeping Udyr alive is a little bit more important than keeping Galio alive, but I could be wrong here. This could definitely be me being wrong. And if they rally here, I'm just dead. Well, am I? Oh, it wasn't a rally. It was a cataclysm. So we just lost. I was expecting rally, and they had cataclysm. And they're about to... Wait, this just popped this turn. That's already 4 halfway through? Oh, well. GG. Broadwing's cute and all, but GG, yeah. Like, we can do this, but we're out of cards. We just couldn't... I was hoping we would be able to out mid-range, you know, basically the king of mid-range, which is this deck. Sadly, though, Akshan, too good. It's not over yet. I will say that. It's not over yet, definitely. I don't know what that card could be that it would mean it's not over yet. Like just a regular early game unit will kill me. And that's death. Well, no. It's only 9 damage. I could draw a Udyr or a Hyara All-Seer here, or even Wrath of the Freljord, Screeching Dragon. Alright. And I'm dead. GG. Okay, so welcome back to the deck. So we had 3 games, 2 wins, 1 loss. Sure, it's a good record. Like, it's an okay record. The problem is, those 2 wins, do I even really want to count them? They were mostly against, like, subpar, off-meta, weak decks. And then the 1 loss, we went against an actual meta deck, and we kind of got destroyed. We put up a good fight. Like, don't get me wrong. I think I put up a good fight against that deck, and I feel like if I was a better player, I probably could have won. Or if I had a better, more fine-tuned deck, I could have won. But sadly, I didn't. But yeah, like, I don't know. It feels like there's a few problems with this deck, and that is, 1, Udyr, while the potential with Udyr, and more specifically Boar Stance, is crazy. Because here's the thing, like, you can talk all you want about Wild Claw Stance and Bear Stance. Most of the time I feel like I'm going to Boar Stance anyway, just to get regen. And if you get regen on a bunch of your units, your opponent's going to concede. That's probably usually going to be game anyway. You won't even need the Bear Stance or Wild Claw Stance. Ram Stance is good, though. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, he's so slow. That's the problem. Even with the theoretical discount he's giving you, he's so slow. And I feel like the first stance that Udyr creates, it feels like it's obligated to go on Udyr himself, and it has to be a Boar Stance. Because if you don't, he's an understated unit. It's like, what are you going to do? I don't even know what the first one is called. Bear Stance? Yeah. Are you going to Bear Stance him? Give him +2/+2? No, you would never Bear Stance him. You're always going to Boar Stance him. I guess if you're playing around, like, Reckoning, you would Bear Stance Udyr, but that's so niche. So yeah, I feel like that's kind of a problem, is that you feel obligated to Boar Stance him to make him a 5-mana 4/6 with regen, which is a good card. 5-mana 4/6 with regen is a good card. But I don't know. I also wish I could get some kind of card draw. Like, what is a good card draw card you could put in here? Don't say Gnar. Like, what is there? We got Avarosan Sentry, which is less draw, more cycling. Murkwolf Shaman, but it might be a little difficult to actually ping stuff. Babbling Bjerg, but we only really have one thing that Bjerg hits, and that is, well, we have Higher All-Seers. We have 3 things the Bjerg hits, so that might be a consideration. But yeah, outside of that, not really much. We could Shared Spoils. Shared Spoils might be cute, but again, we got to Plunder for that one. So I don't know. I feel like that game against the Akshan Sivir deck really showed off a weakness of this deck, and that is, we don't really have enough card generation, either through RNG stuff like Conchologists or Telescopes, or pure card draw, like Akshan does with his Landmark. So we just run out of steam against other mid-range decks. Like, sure, our way of keeping up in the late game is just big regen units, but if they break one of them down, we don't catch up. We just lose. Like, my opponent was able to do that. They had a Concerted Strike, and they chopped down Udyr, and the Sharp Sight turn was, and then the Sharp Sight that same turn was able to chop down Galio, and we just lost from there. Just one more health to Udyr, please, Rito. Anyway, though, that's pretty much going to be it in my final thoughts on this deck. I still think there is a deck here with Udyr. I honestly do think there might be an Udyr list out there. Not a tier 1 list. I don't think there is any tier 1 deck with Udyr out there, but I do think there's a strong tier 2 deck out there that can take advantage of Udyr and giving regen or overwhelm to units, and it just needs to be found. And maybe this is it. Maybe something with Demacia. Maybe Ionia. Maybe I'll try an Udyr Ionia list in the future. Maybe something with Lee. I think that'd be a little too clunky, but I'll keep trying. I like Udyr. I like the concept of Udyr. Reminds me a lot of Aphelios, one of my favorite champions, so I'm going to keep trying Udyr. Anyway, though, like I said, that's going to be it for today's video. I'd love to hear your opinion on the deck and Udyr. Do you think Udyr is garbage and I am working on a lost cause here and should just wait for them to buff Udyr or print new cards that help out Udyr? Or do you think yourself that Udyr is underrated and maybe there is a deck out there? And if you guys just enjoy the video in general, I would love it if you could leave a like or a comment down below. Always helps out the channel. And if you guys want to keep up with the Legends of Runeterra content, you can always go and subscribe to the channel as well. Also, if you want to watch me play some Legends of Runeterra, you can go and check me out over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Zenaton, where I stream pretty much every single day. Anyway, though, with that all said and done, thank you all again once more for watching this video, and until I see you guys in the next one, bye!